media pages on Facebook have been going on about this Eddie Howe and Steve Bruce thing. Okay, so what I'll do is a couple of videos about this, and this is the first one. This is about Steve Bruce's time at Newcastle. So, okay, over a 2.5 year period, Steve Bruce, all up matches, 97. 28 wins, 28 draws, 41 defeats. And remember, in his last season, 3 draws and I think there's 7 or 8 defeats when Eddie took over. So also early rounds of the Cups, knocked out, fielding very weak sides, not worrying, and his training sessions, not very good. Only for a few hours, not every day, as we found out. The players weren't fit through it, and absolutely shocking. So I don't know why people are even comparing him to Eddie Howe. That just beggars belief. Steve Bruce's record was shocking. I didn't go much on Rafa before either. Just too negative, too much whinging and complaining. If he wasn't happy, just leave. So that's Eddie Howe. Sorry, that's Steve Bruce. What do you say about the bacon? Okay, and now it's part 2 of Steve Bruce versus Eddie Howe. This is about Eddie Howe's time at Newcastle. So, which has been the most successful, Steve Bruce or Eddie Howe? Okay, now Eddie Howe. So when he took over from Steve Bruce, down the bottom, 3 points, hardly anybody, whether it's in the media, on the social page, was saying we were going to stay up. Me, I said from the takeover we'd be fine. When Eddie Howe took over, I said, we'll have a transfer window coming up. I saw the games coming up. I said, these ones, no, we're not going to win. But these are winnable, and we did it. And if the season had started when Eddie took over, the points we had, we'd have finished 4th that season. So he took an absolute awful, whether they were bad players or not, or was it through no training from Steve Bruce, but he turned them into quality players. And then you look the following season, okay, Steve Bruce, 44 points, 45 points. Eddie Howe had us top 5 in Europe. There you go. League Cup final, okay, we lost. Following season in Europe, savaged by injuries. 4-1 stuffing of PSG was the highlight. And then the following season, no Europe, League Cup final, and we won. This season, the league, it's been horrendous, 2 games a week. Most of it savaged by injuries, an extra 12 games in Europe, League Cup semi-finals again, 5th round of the FA Cup. And yeah, it's not been good, but how on earth can people compare Eddie Howe and Eddie Howe? Remember when he had pneumonia? Really ill? He come back a lot earlier than he should have. This is a guy who's at the training ground 6:30 every morning, preparing everything in detail, going over. And yet people want him out for somebody else who you don't know what's going to happen. So, Eddie Howe, I'll take my hat off to you. Steve Bruce versus Eddie Howe, there's only one winner, Eddie Howe. And also, Eddie Howe's record in the League Cup is phenomenal. Take a look at these statistics. Incredible.